Hello and welcome to Siyasat TV. It's Monday, April 26, 2021. I am Sumaya Junaid Ahmad in Hyderabad, where we get you all the big news stories of the day from across India and the world. And here is our top headlines.
India sets new COVID world record for fifth straight day with 3,52,991 new cases and 2,812 deaths. Outright false statements. Delhi Centre blame games on oxygen crisis. Just as India sent assistance to the US, United States President Joe Biden assures help amid COVID. West Bengal votes for 34 seats in 7 phases amid spike in COVID cases. People are dying, but Election Commission conducted 8 phases of polls to benefit a party, says TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee. Insensitive Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Yogi Adityanath's no oxygen shortage. In a span of 24 hours, 6,551 fresh positive cases and 43 deaths reported in Telangana. In Telangana, a 33-year-old son died in front of his mother in Nizamabad. United States commander in Afghanistan says step for withdrawal has begun.
Let us begin with our top story. In a new high record, India reported the highest daily surge in the world with 3,52,991 COVID infections and 2,812 deaths in the past 24 hours. This is the fifth consecutive day that India has reported over 3 lakh cases. This is the highest since the onset of the pandemic and also the deadliest so far.
Nearly 10 lakh cases have been reported in the last 72 hours. Top hospitals, helpless patients and their families and friends have been sending out SOS messages for medical oxygen and medicines on social media. The fresh surge takes the country's caseload to 1.73 crore and 1.95 lakh people have died so far after contracting the virus. The United States, Britain, France and Germany have offered support as the unprecedented surge overwhelms the country's hospital.
Moving on to our next story, Delhi will vaccinate all above 18 years of age on free of cost. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said today vaccination will be open to all adults from Saturday. This is likely to be only for Delhi government-run hospital. Those going to private hospitals will still have to pay for their COVID shots. Mr. Kejriwal urged vaccine makers to bring down the price for the state governments.
दिल्ली सरकार ने निर्णय लिया है कि 18 साल से ऊपर की उम्र के लोगों को फ्री वैक्सीन दी जाएगी। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इसको जल्द से जल्द और बड़े स्तर के ऊपर कैसे लोगों को वैक्सीन किया जाए, इसका पूरा प्लान तैयार किया जा रहा है। आज सुबह हम लोगों ने दिल्ली में 1,34,00,000 वैक्सीन खरीदने की मंजूरी दी है। हम कोशिश करेंगे कि ये जल्द से जल्द वैक्सीन खरीदी जाए और लोगों को लगाई जाए। इस महामारी में वैक्सीन एक समाधान निकल के आ रहा है। वैक्सीन जिन लोगों को लगी है उनका एक तरफ कोरोना नहीं होता, या जिनको होता है उन लोगों को माइल्ड होता है। उनमें से अधिकतर लोगों को अस्पताल की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, और अगर अस्पताल की ज़रूरत पड़े भी तो उनकी बीमारी सीरियस नहीं होती, ऐसा देखने में आया है। तो कोरोना एक तरह से अगर वैक्सीन सबको लग जाए तो कोरोना एक ऑर्डिनरी बीमारी की तरह हो जाएगी। अगर होगी भी तो ठीक हो जाएगी।
In the Centre versus Delhi clash over the oxygen crisis in hospitals in the capital, government sources have blamed the Arvind Kejriwal government, accusing it of delaying planned oxygen plants. The Delhi government has rubbished all the allegations, calling it an outright lie.
Central government sources claim proposed oxygen plants in 4 hospitals were delayed as Delhi government did not submit site readiness certificates. Sources in the Railway Ministry also alleged that even now the Delhi government has not provided cryogenic tankers for the Oxygen Express. The Delhi government says these are outrightly false statements from centre to hide the abject failure in setting up of oxygen plants in Delhi. The Delhi has no oxygen plant has came into focus as the ferocious second wave surge of COVID-19 is ripping through the city.
And the United States President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have assured India and its people of providing all assistance, including urgently sending necessary medical life-saving supplies and equipments to help the country to combat the deadly coronavirus crisis.
Joe Biden said in a tweet, just as India sent assistance to the United States as our hospitals were strained early in the pandemic, we are determined to help India in the time of need. The president was spending his weekend at his home Delaware but believed to be following up the developments in India.
Protests broke out at hospitals in Haryana's Hisar district today after 5 coronavirus patients died this morning and their families alleged that a shortage of medical oxygen was the cause. This is the third such incident in the past 24 hours in the state.
4 patients died at a private hospital in Gurgaon on Sunday and 4 patients died at a hospital in Rewari, about 330 kilometers from the state capital Chandigarh. Due to a shortage of medical oxygen, a district-level probe has been ordered in both the cases. Like the rest of country, Haryana too has witnessed a surge. Over 10,000 cases were recorded in the past 24 hours, taking the state's caseload to 4.24 lakh.
All Right Bengal votes today in the 7th and penultimate phase of its assembly elections amid a steady spike in COVID cases over the past week. Mamata Banerjee's former seat, Bhabanipur, and 3 ministers are among the high-profile names in play.
In a last-gasp attack on the opposition, BJP Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Sunday evening tore into the centre over its handling of the COVID pandemic, paying particularly attention to crippling shortage and row over vaccine prices. She also urged people, even those who are COVID positive and whom the Election Commission has made arrangements to cast their votes. In the past 24 hours, Bengal has reported 15,889 new COVID-19 cases, a record high for the daily new cases and up from 14,281 a day before.
All India Trinamool Congress MP Abhishek Banerjee cast his vote for the 7th phase of the West Bengal elections today at Mitra Institution in Bhawanipur in Kolkata. He said extremely confident that Mamata Banerjee will be back with 2/3 of majority. People are dying, but Election Commission is conducting 8 phases of polls to benefit a political party.
I'm extremely confident from whatever little I have gathered by meeting people across the length and breadth of the state. And there are 2 more phases of polling left. Today we are on the 7th phase of the polling. And Bengal has already completed polling in about 230 odd seats. And from whatever little I have gathered, in my own experience and wisdom, I am extremely confident that Mamata Banerjee is going to come back with 2/3 majority. चुनाव आयोग का जो भूमिका रहा है इस चुनाव में, वो हम सब देखे हैं. एक लोग मर रहे हैं कोविड के कारण और उनको 8 चरण में चुनाव कराना है, क्योंकि एक राजनीतिक दल को इसका फायदा मिले. सारे राजनीतिक दल, चाहे तृणमूल हो और राजनीतिक दल हो, सबने लिखा है इलेक्शन कमीशन को, Politics is for the people. People are not for politics. You have to understand that.
And Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Sunday hit out at Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's remark that there is no shortage of oxygen in any private or public COVID-19 hospitals in the state, and stressed that only an insensitive government will give such statements.
Asserting that there is no shortage of oxygen in any private or public COVID-19 hospitals in Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath on Saturday had said that state government would conduct an audit of life-saving gas in collaboration with various institutions. Tagging a media report on Yogi Adityanath's remark, the Congress General Secretary said in a tweet in Hindi, "Mr. Chief Minister, there is an oxygen emergency in the entire state. If you want to file a case against me, seize my property, do so, but for God's sake, recognize the seriousness of the situation and get down to saving people's life immediately."
Britain on Sunday announced to send life-saving medical equipments to India as the COVID-19 situation has gone out of control in the country.
United Kingdom government is sending over 600 medical devices including oxygen concentrators and ventilators to India to assist in fight against pandemic. Equipments were loaded in a truck in Buckinghamshire, Milton Keynes.
The COVID-imposed lockdown has extended in national capital. Police personnel kept strict surveillance in Delhi and kept a tab over the vehicular movement in the city. Lockdown has been imposed to control the spread of COVID-19 and will continue till 5 AM of 3rd May. Mumbai's BKC Jumbo Vaccination Center said it ran out of COVID-19 vaccine stock. A day after long queues were seen outside the center, administration pasted a message, "Vaccine out of stock," outside the center. Let us shift our focus to Telangana, where COVID cases continue to surge in state. Around 6,551 fresh positive cases and 43 deaths were reported on Sunday, pushing the total tally to 4,01,783 and the fatality count to 2,042.
Between Saturday and Sunday, a total of 73,275 tests were conducted, of which the results of 6,551 samples came positive and the reports of 4,176 are pending. Meanwhile, the recovery cases touched 3,34,144 with a recovery of 3,804 persons in the single day. At present, there are 65,597 active cases in the state. The positive cases reported across the state include 1,418 in GHMC alone.
Alright, amid the medical oxygen crisis due to massive surge in coronavirus cases across the country, the Telangana government has decided to move oxygen tankers by warplanes.
According to a message from Chief Minister's office, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has implemented the move with an aim to save people in times of need in the face of increased demand of oxygen for COVID patients. As per the Union Health Ministry, there are currently 62,929 active cases in Telangana, as many as 3,30,304 recoveries and 1,999 deaths have been reported so far.
In a heart-rending incident, a 33-year-old man died in front of his mother in Nizamabad on Tuesday. The man, who was suffering from fever, underwent COVID-19 test and collapsed under a tree while waiting for the result. The man's mother, who saw her son collapse under the tree, found him dead.
Getting into details, the victim, 33-year-old Ashok, was a native of Borgam village of Renjal Mandal, was suffering from fever for the last 2 days. On Sunday, he was taken to Renjal Primary Healthcare Center by his mother and brother for tests. After giving the swab sample, the man was asked to wait for some time to get result. He sat under a tree along with her mother, where he passed away. However, the report showed the man testing negative for the virus. Health officials said that the man might have suffered a heart attack due to the high fever. Ashok survived by wife Lakshmi and a 6-year-old son.
Moving on to our international news, the commander of foreign military forces in Afghanistan says local action has begun as a part of planned withdrawal of foreign troops from the country, about 2 weeks after United States President Joe Biden announced that all United States force would be leave by 11th of September.
United States Army General Scott Miller said on Sunday that foreign military bases would be gradually handed over to Afghan forces. Biden framed his plan to withdraw some 2,500 remaining United States troops from Afghanistan by 11th of September, the 20th anniversary of 9/11 attack in New York City and Washington D.C. around a need to end the United States' longest war. The United States President nevertheless pushed back 1st of May deadline for the United States troops withdrawal that was reached by his predecessor Donald Trump and the Taliban during the negotiation last year.
Turkish prosecutors have ordered the arrest of 532 suspects, including 459 serving in military personnel, in an operation targeting people linked to Fethullah Gulen, the Muslim preacher and the businessman Ankara says was behind a 2016 attempt coup.
The investigation announced today was being conducted in 62 provinces as a part of sustained crackdown said to be targeting Gulen's network that has gone on since coup attempt. Ankara has for years accused supporters of US-based Gulen establishing a parallel state following its own agenda by infiltrating the police, judiciary, military and other state institutions. Istanbul prosecutors ordered the arrest of 258 suspects, while prosecutors in the western city of Izmir sought the detention of 274 people.
Before we wrap up our bulletin, let's have a look on our headlines.
India sets new COVID world record for 5th straight day with 3,52,991 new cases and 2,812 deaths. Outright false statements. Delhi Center blame games on oxygen crisis. Just as India sent assistance to the US, United States President Joe Biden assures help amid COVID. West Bengal votes for 34 seats in 7 phase amid spike in COVID cases. People are dying, but Election Commission conducted 8 phase of polls to benefit a party, says TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee. Insensitive Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Yogi Adityanath's no oxygen shortage. In a span of 24 hours, 6,551 fresh positive cases and 43 deaths reported in Telangana. In Telangana, a 33-year-old son died in front of his mother in Nizamabad. United States commander in Afghanistan says step for withdrawal has begun.
Well, that is the Siyasat TV English news for this Monday. Thanks for watching. I am Sumaya Junaid Ahmed. Have a great day.